Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Real Red Talk, the authentic football fan channel made in Manchester. This is your Sunday social. What's going on, people? On today's table topics, agenda, whatever you want to call it, we're going to discuss the United game. Obviously, we played Arsenal late last night, so couldn't really do a review for it. So we'll reflect on individuals and as a collective how we did in that game. Glazer's been filmed outside the stadium, basically laughing at Manchester United fans. I'll get the lads' thoughts on that. I can already imagine what they're going to say. Bailly and Fred to fund a striker. Some weird fees going about for them two players. We'll discuss that. And then something interactive, as always, for you guys towards the end of the show called Name the Transfer. And we'll get into that. So do make sure you stick around for it. Make sure you get involved in the comment section. Let us know how your weekend's been. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, the game last night, lads. Welcome to Dan and Sam, first and foremost. What's that sound? I can hear something then. Is that you? What's on it?
I was checking the audio back on the playback.
Right. That proper threw me off.
I thought I muted myself, but obviously I didn't. So apologies.
Right. No worries. The game last night, lad. Manchester United beat Arsenal in full time and on penalties. So a little double jab there, which is absolutely fantastic. But just speaking about individual performances, Dan, I don't know if you managed to watch the full game yet or just the highlights. But is anyone in particular who stood out for you individually?
It was late night for me, so but I have watched the first half again. So that's where all our senior players played.
Yeah. Anyone stand out? Are you happy to see anyone in particular?
Yeah, from the senior player, the player which stood out for me is Kobbie Mainoo.
Ah, yes. A lot of people talking about him at the minute. Yeah, he's looking like an experienced player, and like one of them that's a little bit ahead of his time, showing that he can fit into. Do you expect him to have a bit of a breakout season? Do you think this season?
Yeah, because he has already shown us in the last two games with 45 minutes. He has shown like what type of player he can become. To be honest, he can be the heir for Casemiro because he is still showing that character, that calmness. Even though he is like very young in age, but seems like he's like 25, 26 years old.
Yeah.
And that experience is showing on the pitch, and could be because he has been close with the club, close with the senior players last season. So that is paying off now. But like I said, like playing around the senior players, he doesn't look like he's a young player. He was like looking like more like a senior player in them. The passing, the calmness, the coolness, the one-touch passes, the vision he has whenever he has the ball. So everything I could see, he has not put a foot wrong. Like that's what we demand from a midfielder, to do their thing right. I don't think he has done like a great thing in playing like a skillful game, but
yeah,
the passing, the positioning, the defensive, these are all the basic things we need from a midfielder, and that's what we need for a midfielder to that's what we demanded even from Fred and McTominay, where they failed to give us that those basic things which a midfielder could do. But now we can see that Mainoo can be he will be involved more often in the senior team in the coming season, I believe.
It's funny because there was a lot of things going around on social media last night about like Arsenal paid 105 million for Declan Rice, and we've just promoted like a youth kid who basically had a better performance than him. But obviously it's pre-season, you can't read into it too much. Sam, like myself, we were both watching the new film Oppenheimer last night. We're not going to do a review of that film, but it's relatively decent. So I caught the second half. I don't know if you've managed to watch the game at all, but who stood out for you individually?
Yeah, I got home and there was the last 10 minutes I caught live, and then I've rewatched the game. I watched the highlights last night, and then I've rewatched the full game today. Yeah. So I've seen pretty much everything there is to see. Kobbie Mainoo, the level of maturity that guy has is ridiculous. Like, how old is he? 19? 20?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, he's 18, 19, I think.
The maturity he has for the absolute, like, ridiculousness is, like, insane. Like, the ruthlessness of Ten Hag as well. He's just going, I've decided I've got all these midfield young guys and none of them are worth anything to me. Like, they're not good enough. So, Charlie Savage, gone. Zidane Iqbal, gone. Fred on his way out the door. But now he's seen in Kobbie Mainoo, this is the guy. This guy's got something. He's got talent because he's played pretty much every preseason game. Even though we had Casemiro available yesterday, Kobbie Mainoo still played. So he clearly sees something in this kid, and it's going to be interesting now to the point where what happens, because this guy needs game time to get up to the next level. So you've got to decide if you're going to keep him around in the first team this coming season. Is he going to get game time, and are you going to give him enough games and enough minutes to develop? And if not, then you're going to have to send him on loan, because this guy needs game time. He needs to play football games. And if he's going to be around the club and he's only going to play 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, I don't think that's enough. I think he needs game in, game out. And I think there's games this season you could put him in, and I think he'd do quite well against Luton, for example, teams like that. Carabao Cup games, I think you could put him in games like that and he could start and he'd be absolutely fine. So it's important now. The decision has to be made, like, what we're going to do with him, because he needs minutes. And I think if he gets minutes, he'll develop into a really, really good player. I'm very impressed by him. Also, Lissandro, he don't give a shit that it's pre-season, does he? Absolutely no care in the world. Just was absolutely murdering Arsenal players for no reason in a pre-season friendly.
He's unbelievable.
Somebody just go up to it and go, mate, it's pre-season. Like, we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
Like, don't need to kill.
He's not asked.
He's like, nah, mate, it's on the football pitch. I'm going to kill people.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, you got to treat it like a real game, innit?
Yeah, utter insanity from Lissandro, and I'm here for it. I fucking love it. Tom Heaton, I thought, did really well.
Yeah.
I thought he was really, really good. Did what he had to do, made some...
On Tom Heaton, Sam, I was going to mention him, but I thought, are people going to think I'm stupid for saying he had a good performance? But I thought he was good. There was
a double save that he made against Arsenal. It was very good. Was swept up. His passing, distribution was decent. I thought he was excellent. And we could do a lot worse than keep hold of him as our third or second choice was Zion Suzuki. I thought we'd be all right with that. I thought that'd be good. Other than that, Sancho, great goal. I thought that was a fantastically took goal.
Can I say on Sancho, has anyone ever seen him sprint that quick?
No.
Do you know when he got him behind the defence? I was like, is that I had to double take.
I didn't know he had that pace in him.
He looked quick, man.
Yeah. But yeah, very surprised. Great goal. Bruno goal. Ramsdale's got to do better than that, hasn't he? Shocking. But yeah, they were the standout players for me. It'd be interesting now, because is it Wrexham next?
3 in the morning on Wednesday.
And it looks like they're going to be youths, isn't it? It's not going to be
so that's the separate. I think that's like Johnny Evans and all them lot. I think.
So that'll be. Sorry, Sam. Add one more player about Mason Mount. I think he looked really good in that role. I thought maybe he may struggle in that role because he is more like an attacking player, and Eriksen used to do a little bit of defensive job as well. But he was playing alongside Kobbie Mainoo at times, and he looked decent at that time, and gave me some confidence that yes, we can go with that pivot of Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno Fernandes. So that was my only concern when we bought Mason Mount. And coming back to Tom Heaton, I think he has given us some glimpse of what Onana can do to the team and can bring to the team, because what Tom Heaton has done yesterday, these skills were missing in De Gea, especially with the distribution, with the that calmness with the ball control, and he was passing like he was playing tiki taka of like Barcelona type of game whenever he was pressed on.
There was a pass. Sorry to interrupt, Dan. There was a pass that they were doing, and it went out to Dallo, and it was like too quick, one-touch passing, and it went diagonally to Dallo, and he put it across thing. I don't know. He was storming.
Rashford, I think it was.
They should have scored that. That would have been an excellent goal. But that passing built that up, and then Dallo made that run, and it just went diagonally straight across. And it's like that's how Ten Hag's going to play: beat the press, diagonally in behind, and that's it. You're in, and we should have scored that.
Yeah, systematically, Dan, you can see how it's shaping up now, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. This was the things which we as a fan demand from a goalkeeper, and that can bring Onana can bring that into that game. You have seen that how much difference even from Tommington from the backside he has. So yesterday you have seen that so many times the attack started from Tommington. So that's what we can see from Onana as well, and which was missing when De Gea was here. But nothing wrong. I mean, no offense towards De Gea, but still to add one more point here with De Gea, even Ten Hag has mentioned that I think De Gea still deserves that a good farewell in front of Manchester United fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, when now we have Onana, and even even if we do not get Zion, also I'm still okay with that, because we have Kovar and Tom Heaton, and they both have put in a good performance in the last 2 games.
Yeah. Well, let's get everybody else involved in the chat as well. There's plenty of opinion there, so let's dive into it.
Let's have a look. People are going on about the capybara. Don't worry, we'll play it at the end. Don't worry, it will happen. People are talking about who's on the chat mod. It's normally me, but Nick does dip in every so often. So, but yeah. They're demanding a Sam emoji. It's not happening, mate. Like, there's one member of the Sam fan club, so let's not like try and push Sam emoji. But
demand it.
Yeah,
demand it.
If there's a genuine demand, I'll make one, but we'll see.
Well, what can I just say? What emojis are they currently? There's an Adam and me and a capybara, right?
Yes.
So I think we should have a Sam one. Why isn't there a Sam one? Answer that question.
I just think I don't lend myself to an emoji that well. Like, I don't think.
Come off it. Fuck off. You don't lend yourself to an emoji.
You're very animated. You're very presenter-like and stuff. Adam is.
And you're not animated.
No, but Adam is like absolute batshit. Adam is batshit crazy. Like, his mind just floats away with him. Like, he just.
Unacceptable behaviour, chat. I think he should have an emoji. I think Dan should have an emoji as well.
I'll make a Dan one, don't worry.
Cast emoji.
The positions. I'm going to put Dan in like a Real Madrid kit, like from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The positions Wan-Bissaka found himself in were attacking was a bit surprising. It was like a deer in the headlights when he got the through ball. Yeah, he was a bit all over the place, but I think he sort of cleaned up towards the end.
I think at point I see even Kobbie Mainoo and Wan-Bissaka, they were gelling around together. That chemistry between Kobbie Mainoo and Bissaka was really good, because Kobbie Mainoo was more often taking the place of Wan-Bissaka, and that allowed Wan-Bissaka to go front. But I think that chemistry is working out really well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, all the regulars. Grace here, Brian Casey, Shah Sam, Dan Errington. You're all here. It's good to see you all. Appreciate you. Mainly asked to make McTominay redundant next season. That's from Gray. They're calling him the real rice cooker. Love it. Absolutely here for that. Mainoo is this season's Garnacho. Yeah, I think he's going to be the breakthrough star this season. I think maybe that's going to be the one who's going to get the opportunities. I disagree. I think the experience of being around Casemiro is far better than going on loan to Forest or Luton or something like that and playing week in, week out. That's the decision he's got to make, hasn't he? I think it's got to be a combination. He's got to get learning and training and stuff, but he's got to play football. Like, he has to play football. So it's an interesting one. Brian Casey, Ten Hag said we don't do friendlies. Martinez took it to a next level. Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. Yeah. There's not many players who get yellow cards in friendlies, is there? But like,
no, he is what he is. You can't change him. He's whether it's pre-season or.
You've seen one moment that before. I mean, after the halftime whistle, you saw Ten Hag going and fighting, and then Bruno.
That's what you want, though.
Yeah, I like it.
Competitiveness, I love
it. Gray, he'll spend next season being sub and then get those minutes peeping up for the following season. Yeah, I just hope he gets minutes. I hope he gets time, and I hope he gets to play games. Brian Casey, good. Given how good Heaton was, makes you wonder why he didn't play more last season. Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's very weird, but
true. Yeah, it's a good point. To be fair, it's always De Gea, wasn't it? It never ever rotated.
No.
De Gea, even in like cup competitions against fucking Reds
and
or whatever.
We had what was the Newcastle? Dubravka had that shocking game in.
Jesus Christ!
That was scary, but that was the only one, wasn't it? Really.
But I was quite happy with the performance last night coming back, because I had no idea what score it was. I came out of the cinema it was half time and he was saying we were 2-0 up. I was like, oh, fucking hell, who scored? Bruno, Sancho. Had a look at the goals really, really well. Like I said, the Sancho one, I've never seen him run as quick as that in my life. That's got to be the quickest he's ever run, honestly. Because he looked like the Sancho at Dortmund. Lean, bit of pace about him, like taking on a man, which is exciting if he can get back up to that spot, because then that just breeds even more competition. So I'm happy about that. Bruno's first game as captain, really, really good. Kobbie Mainoo's development's looking good. A lot of other players around him are looking decent. Even as a collective, the way we defended, rarely give Arsenal, apart from the first 10-15 minutes, rarely give Arsenal anything to fight about, apart from that Havertz chance.
On what you said earlier, like the 105 midfielder, their midfield, 105 Declan Rice, 65 Havertz, 35 Odegaard, and then we had Casemiro, Bruno, and Kobbie Mainoo. And who stood out in L's performances? Kobbie Mainoo.
It's true. Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit lacklustre, Arsenal, to be honest with you. I didn't really stand out. Whether it's a shit kit they was wearing, I have no idea. But I don't want to take too much from pre-season, because we did that last time. We beat Liverpool last season, won the Bangkok Cup, and everyone was like, oh my God, we're going to win the league. And it just never works out like that. So I'm trying to...
Then we had the first 2 games of the season, and it just...
I lost.
Yeah.
I got dicked off Brentford 4-0, and everyone, as soon as that happened, no one even remembered the Bangkok Cup on the planet. No one at all. So I'm trying to contain my excitement. There was many positives, but there was one negative. Do you know what I'm going to say next?
Glazer?
Nope, not going on to that just yet.
Okay.
There was negatives. It happened to a player last night.
Ahmad on the crutches.
Don't look good, that does it?
No, that's upsetting. He's done decent the first 2 games of pre-season. I thought, like, had opportunities. I'm hoping it's just a precaution. I'm hoping it's just like
fucking high.
Like, I'm hoping he maybe he rests him for the Wrexham game, just gives him a bit of time, and then brings him in for like the last couple of games. But I'm hoping it's a precaution, because I think he's got a lot to play this season. Him and Mainoo could be the 2 sort of breakout stars this coming season. But if he gets injured, that would suck. Man, really suck.
There's competition for them places as well, isn't there? Like, we ain't got a backup to Casemiro, and we ain't got really anyone to compete on Antony's side unless you're going to put Sancho on the right side. So there's good competition there, isn't there, Dan?
Yeah, I hope this doesn't hinder Pellistri's stance. I still feel that Pellistri should go out on loan, because we have too many youth players and they may not get much minutes, and even the minutes which we are going to giving to the youth players should not be, divided in so much that it's not even effective for them. So if Ahmad stays here, if we keep Ahmad only and let Pellistri go, then there are high chances that Ahmad will get good amount of game time, at least coming on from the bench. But now I don't know what Ahmad's injury, the length of his injury is. But yeah, to be honest, now even looking, Sancho is looking more sharp and more quick, and that was the lacking portion in his skills last year, when we say that as a winger in Premier League you need pace, and now Sancho seems like with that yesterday's goal, that's look like is like it was not seen in the last year at all, and now we have seen that he can run that for that pace. And now you have like Rashford, Garnacho on the left, and you have Ahmad, even Sancho and Antony on the right side. So I think the winger side is sorted, but then again the striker situation is still not sorted. So we're gonna discuss that.
Pellistri looked exciting, I thought. Like, when he did come on, I thought he had some good moments. He got in behind quite a lot. Like, was quick. Like, I honestly don't know if Ten Hag either feels he's not ready yet, or he just doesn't see it. I'm not sure what it is, because I think every time I see him, I'm impressed with him. I think he's got something. But Ten Hag knows better.
Competition,
Yeah, when last year he was given some chances and he looked really promising. But now the thing is, we have like 2 players with high potential, and I don't want to split minutes between them. I want anyone to stay here and get the most of the minutes. So that's where I would think, like, even to be honest, if you see that any one of them, Ahmad or Pellistri, has a future in Manchester United, to be honest. I don't think both of them can stay here and get a chance to fit in the first team. So I think if you choose between Ahmad and Pellistri, that's going to be tough. But as things stands, I think Ahmad will be the first.
There's a few like that, like Alvaro Fernandez. I think because his pathway's blocked to that left back spot because you got Terrell Malacia and you got Luke Shaw. He's probably not going to get in there. So I could see someone snapping him up, and I think he's really, really good. It's bizarre how Brandon Williams got minutes yesterday and Fernandez didn't. That baffled me. Not that Brandon Williams did badly. I thought
he was all right.
Yeah, but I if he could have played Brandon Williams, I would have played Alvaro. I would have loved to have seen him get minutes and see what he can do, personally. But that's just me.
It's a bit of a minefield for Ten Hag, isn't it, going into the season about who's going to pick, especially if see that winger spot. I don't know how you're going to deal with that because there's a lot of talented players in there, so he's going to have to loan some people. It's a shame, like Dan says there, they ain't strikers. A couple of talented strikers got to come through the ranks because we could do with them. We've got too many wingers, if anything. But there was a lot of aftermath after the game. There was a couple of things. Obviously, there was some nice quotes from Bruno and Ten Hag speaking about Kobbie Mainoo and stuff. But the main thing was it stuck out. So there was a thing. Laurie Whitwell asked Avram Glazer about the takeover. I think he said something like, "Oh, I'm just here just to enjoy the game" or something, which is like, well, you haven't answered the question, but didn't expect you to say anything else. And then outside the stadium, there's fan footage of him saying, "Sell the club, sell the club." And visibly, now this could be taken out of context, but I'm not even going to defend the Glazers, so I don't care.
Before you, Nick, can you see the stream right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put a photo up, and it popped into my head last night after seeing that video. And I was like, why is his image so familiar? And then I realised why. There's a horror film called Hellraiser, and one of the demons in it looks like Avram Glazer.
Okay, so have you got it ready?
I'm going to put it up on screen. Tell me if I'm right or wrong here. Right,
let's have a look.
I've put it up on screen. Somebody tell me.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh
That's
my
Avram
god.
Glazer, right?
Oh my god. If he had a fucking tail.
Get the rat tail on it. That's him.
Oh my god, yeah. What's his actual name?
Do you want to know what his name is?
Yeah.
Butterball.
Perfect. Avram Butterball. Yeah.
I was literally going. I was looking at these filmmakers talk about horror films, and that popped up, and I was just like, oh my god, it's fucking Avram Glazer.
I had to double thingy that. Wow. The shades and everything, the glasses.
Yeah, it's what I mean. It's all all the five chins that it's got going on,
Yeah. Honestly, we need to Photoshop that and just put a little fucking tail on the back.
I'll put a rat tail on it, but yeah.
And then just put Old Trafford behind it, and it'll just look absolutely spot on.
I saw it, and I was like, that is absolutely Avram Glazer.
Dan saying that's Avram watching the game last night.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw it, and I just thought it was relevant. So there you go.
Spot on, absolutely spot on that. So there was a video of Butterball last night outside the stadium, and fans were chanting, "Sell the club, sell the club," and he was visibly. I don't know who the other idiot was next to him as well, because he looked like he was cheering him on a little bit and was smiling, and then he was smiling. So, but I don't know if he was directly laughing at the fans or laughing at something, but he just evidence that he just does not give a fuck. And it's like they're trying to wind us up, Dan. When you see that video, they're not just enrage you.
Yeah. I think before the show, I saw that video of Glazer smiling and laughing when the people call Sale United. But coming back to your point about Ten Hag mentioning about Glazers, it really scares me because I think if I remember it right, at the beginning of this US tour, when Ten Hag was asked, he mentioned he will be discussing with the owners. He is here to discuss that, and now he's mentioning totally different statement that maybe give us some clue that could be chances that Glazer will still stay, because that's where Ten Hag has mentioned that he's here for the game and not for the ownership situation. But to be honest, now Glazers doing that thing, which the video shows, they are putting their hands in the fire, and I think they will get a lot of heat for that. And maybe I don't know what else can go to them, to what extent people can react to that. Glazers are playing with the fire, so it could be. I'm still confused with their smile. Could be. Whether they're still here, they're going to be still here, or they are ready to sell, and that's why they're smiling. So I'm still confused on what the situation is with the Glazers.
Yeah, I think he said to him, "Sam, smile if you look like a pedo," and he started smiling. Do you think he knows he's extremely hated? Do you think he has any awareness of that? He must do.
I think he's probably aware of it, but I think he thinks about it in a very different way to us. Like, I've spoken about this, and I don't want to get on a millionaire hating trip as much as I'd love to. I think people who are that rich are so out of touch with society and real people. Like, they don't figure it in their heads that they could be this hated and this universal hate. I'm sure they like hear people, or they hear chance to go, oh, it's just a couple of people, they're a bit upset. I don't think they realise the magnitude of how hated they are. Like, I think
how could you not though?
Because they don't live in our world. Like, they don't live in our world. Like, they won't check social media because they won't run it themselves. They don't go down to the shops. Like, they have someone to go do that for them. They don't interact with anybody who's not a millionaire or a billionaire, so they're not going to tell them anything critical, are they? Or tell them to do anything wrong.
Yeah, true.
They're just there to fucking suck each other off and tell them how great they are, aren't they? Like, that's what they do. Like, you see it with, like, Hollywood celebrities, and they ask them these, like, ridiculous questions where they just go, are you a god, or are you a genius created by... Like, do you know what I mean? Just really wank off questions.
Sucky.
Like, everybody's kissing each other and patting each other on the back. So they don't give a shit. Like, they don't... It's like, all they give it is, like, is the money still coming in? Cool. Let's ride this gravy train.
That's the only language, isn't it?
Yeah.
And even that, they're not great at that as well.
Until the money stops coming in, they don't care. So we can hate all we want, we can chant all we want, we can protest, blah, 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 all this stuff, which is great. I think express ourselves of how much we hate them, how much we want them out, but it only goes so far. The only thing that's going to make them change is the money. That's it. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that, but it is.
It's true. I don't know if anyone in the chat, even members or new people to the channel, the reason why we started this channel was because of that, or one of the biggest reasons. The reason why our theme is green and gold. Again, it might be obvious to some people, but some people in the chat might not know. It is because of the Glazers, anti-Glazers, and how much we hate them. So we continue that movement, and until they do go, then I don't know. Let's see what happens if they go, because I'm not sure at the minute.
Chivy's got an excellent way to explain it. You guys need to remember the Glazers aren't football fans. Man United is a business asset to them. End of. All this stuff doesn't bother them unless it affects the bottom line. Yeah, like I said, unless it affects the money, they don't give a shit. They don't care.
Yeah, I'm thinking from a perspective of a foul. We're all thinking of perspective from fans, innit? Like, how can you not read newspapers and see videos online where they're basically saying, they speak about his dad who's dead, and one of the chants is Malcolm's in a box, Malcolm's in a box.
The other chant is, we're gonna kill Avram Glazer, cut him up.
Die.
Yeah,
Joel Glazer's
we're gonna cut him up, hang him up and stuff. Like, they don't care.
Like,
they don't give a shit.
But like, that's what I mean.
I think they clearly knows that there is a hate in the fan base towards them, and it's clearly visible to everyone. But the thing is, like, as you mentioned, that until their pocket is safe, they are happy, and the hatred that fans are giving, fans have towards Glazer, they are countering it with a little smile, and I think that that's where if we hit their pocket, I think that's the place where they can start feeling uncomfortable, and I think at this point, until their bank balance is active and increasing, till then they will not give any. They will not be concerned much about the fans.
But there was a quote coming out last night after the game, and I don't know if it might have been from Laurie Whitwell again, or Athletic, someone like that. But they were saying they asked people close to the deal about the Glazers, and obviously this won't be surprising news, but the line that said was basically they don't give a fuck. That was literally the line. Like, they don't give a fuck. So all this noise, all this chanting, like they do not care.
If you want further proof as well, like if you take Sir Jim Radcliffe, for example, Britain's richest man, and he wants to buy United, you think easy easy goal to score with the fans is not have the Glazers involved in your bid takeover. But what does he do? He gets the Glazers involved, which just shows he's out of touch and he doesn't care. Yeah. He just wants the thing. He doesn't care what the fans think. Because if he did, the easy thing to do would be, I'm here, I'm going to get the Glazers out of the club.
Yeah.
And that's what he would say immediately. Because then all the fans would be like, yes, get behind this guy.
Well,
and he didn't do it.
A lot of fans were happy about his bid up until that point when we heard that, when it said like, oh, well, he's thinking about keeping him on because he can't compete with Sheikh Jassim Qatar.
But they're out of touch. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't care. Like, they're so out of touch. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, there's a reason why you don't see him at games, or they only show up for finals, and they probably don't even understand half the fucking competition we're in anyway. So it is what it is. Yeah. Should we read some comments out?
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Let's have a look. Just giving them minutes, Sam, for Brandon Williams. Brian is saying could be giving him minutes to sell him some exposure. Yeah, could be. Yeah. Absolutely.
Point.
Everybody's laughing at the butterball picture. Uncanny. Avram. That's Avram watching the game, lads. The new Fat Frank. Yeah, could be. Everybody liked the Fat
legendary.
Frank. That was funny. Prob's in the chat. Good to see you, Prob. It's driving late night with you lot. Don't look at the screen while you're driving, Prob. Just listen. Don't look at the screen. Keep your eyes on the road, please.
Yeah. Even when we play Capybara, don't look at the screen.
Just watch the road. Please don't. Just keep on the road. Amy Rourke, howdy Red Devils. Sam, you hit it straight on the nose. Fucking creepy. See? Absolutely.
Everyone's loving that.
Brian Casey, he knows, he just doesn't care. 100% Sam. Dan Errington, he doesn't care. The amount of hate he's got does not affect his bank balance. All he cares about. Aaron's in the chat. Yes, boys, better late than never. How's it going, Aaron? Nice to see you. And then Gray, which is the only way to get them to wake up is hit their pockets. Aaron is asking, Dan, how did your first 45 minutes feel yesterday?
Yeah, I think so refreshing, like last season, preseason. So as Link mentioned, I'm not getting carried away. But yeah, my new guy is now Kobbie Mainoo. Last year I said Charlie Savage looked promising to me, and in the channel we all have one favorite youth players, and Charlie Savage was my one. But now
he's gone.
I think since he's gone, so I'll move to Kobbie Mainoo.
It's a good one to go to be fair. It's a good one to go to.
To be honest, like I was just reflecting on why I like CDMs more, because when I used to play football, I was more like an attacking midfielder or a striker. Okay. But now, since United didn't have a proper CDM after Carrick left, that was so much gap in the club. That's why I started liking that position, and that's where I started liking that player. So because that void was there in the club, which I wanted to see more often in the club to buy these type of players. And now once we bought Casemiro out of nowhere, I would have never believed that if I would have even my life on bet for that if you say me before getting Casemiro that Casemiro will be playing for Manchester United. But now we have like Casemiro, now Kobbie Mainoo is there, so it's like totally a dream come true for a United fan.
I wonder what the odds were like before like the Casemiro stuff got like leaked, like happened. I wonder what the odds were on United to buy Casemiro. It must have been insane.
You lot know how much I wanted to sign Frenkie de Jong, and signing Casemiro worked out better because I can't imagine Frenkie de Jong playing as that six and doing the job that Casemiro did last season as well as he did. So it probably worked out better that we got Casemiro.
Yeah. Scoreboard saying, I understand the green as Newton Heath played in green and gold, didn't he? That's why, so Newton Heath, before we became Manchester United, used to play green and gold, and it's a heart back to then, so before the sort of Manchester United era. We did have what year was it? We had the green and gold kit with Cantona. I can't remember. Was it 94?
94, I think it might have been.
So that kit's a really nice kit, and it's the one behind you. What am I talking about?
Oh shit! Yeah. This one.
There.
I completely forgot I had it as well.
That's what I've just realised. That one.
Was that okay, that one.
That one. Strindy's in the chat. Shout out to Strindy. Buyback clause for Savage. Yeah, I believe there is a buyback clause for Savage, so that'd be good. Rasmus Højlund is like, sorry, Dan.
Yeah, that's a tricky one because Charlie Savage, the buyback clause is like when another team comes in and bid for Charlie Savage, we have to match that bid.
Match the bid.
So, so I think that's gonna be very creating confusion in that bid, because if a club bids for like 50-60 million, then you cannot match that amount for a player. Like I mean, it's so confusing.
Yeah. Dan Errington, De Jong doesn't play the same position as Casemiro. He plays the same kind of position as Mount. Yeah, like Ten Hag wanted to play the system he's now playing with Mount because he wanted to get De Jong in originally because he wanted to play that system and then realised he couldn't, had to pivot, get Casemiro and play a slightly different system. But you're going to see that system now with Mount. So that is what's happening. Rasmus Højlund is liking many Man United posts. Yeah, well, he's a United fan, isn't he? Like, he's a big United fan.
Yeah, he follows all the United team. Like, he's twerking, just me, for United.
Brian Casey saying 92-93 was the green and gold kit.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that is all the comments got up.
Right, then let's talk about United then and outgoing players. Bailly and Fred. Now, this is very, very weird, but I'm going to get into it and then I'll get your reaction, right? So, this comes from Sky Sports. The information I'm receiving, no, it was Sky Sports Seth. Eric Bailly is in ongoing talks with 2 Saudi Arabian clubs over a 3-year deal worth £20 million. Right? Ooh. Cristiano Ronaldo has directly spoke to him and told him about the league and the lifestyle. There's the first bit. Alfredo Padula, who's been very good around transfers, United, basically saying that Bailly and Fred out means the money for Rasmus is there. But then a report coming out about Galatasaray have raised their bid for Fred to £7 million.
Wow.
United are asking for 10. Is it me? Right? Am I going mad? Or do them bids seem the opposite way around? Are them valuations weird?
It's weird. It's weird. But I believe the Bailly thing is how much you would get paid during the contract period. I don't think.
I thought they fucking say that.
Because it's the big number. Remember, it's the big number.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. 1 million rupees.
Because I think Bailly's only got 1 year left on his contract, hasn't he? Plus the option of an extension. So he'll probably go for what, 10? 5 to 10, I think. Yeah. Fred, by the way, Galatasaray is fucking stupid. Like, how you so, like, just go in, oh yeah, we'll bid 7 million for Fred. Are you taking the piss? Like, come on.
Mate, I've seen Chelsea and someone else running for Elise, and I know different positions and stuff, and younger or whatever. Elise for like 40 million in the league. That's some of the prices going on.
35.
Fred, come on.
35 million release clause for Elise, which
that's
is
what I mean.
insane.
It's a good player, but like Fred's played in the Champions League. He's a decent player. Yeah. Fucking 7 million. Piss off.
Like, it's ridiculous. That like we need to be getting 15, 20 for Fred, like minimum. Like you can't be selling him for 7 million. Eric Bailly, like you've got to just take what you get for him, really, aren't you? Like you've just got to sort of. You're not going to get much money for him. Like you're not.
So are they including his wages, Sam? In that, is that what they're saying?
No. So it's like that's how much he's going to get paid over the contract period, like the 3-year contract period, 4-year contract.
Right. Okay. So the majority of that's probably his fucking wages.
Yeah. So I imagine we'll end up getting maybe 10 million, if that. I don't think we'll get that much money.
I think the Saudi clubs, they are. They have their concept of buying players. I mean, they would be good from their side as well, because we thought like if they are buying a player, then we can get decent and even more amount for the player, which we cannot. Ask for the players. So what they are been doing, like they are paying players in bulk, that they can they can convince the player to come join the clubs, and that's where these players, all the star players from European leagues, are going to Saudi, just because they are being paid for that span of years they're going to spend in Saudi. So that's where the transfer amount also is becoming less, because the player is putting pressure on the club that he wants to leave and go to Saudis.
In regards to selling players, thank God for Saudi. If they fucking weren't there, Bailly and Tellez and probably other players that were still going to be at the fucking club.
Chelsea would be fucked, wouldn't they?
Oh my God!
They wouldn't be able to sell any players, so they just wouldn't be able to sell anybody.
Sell the majority of their players to Saudi Arabia, to be honest with you. But yeah, Saudi, Maguire's still there.
Yeah,
Fred's still there.
McTominay,
a couple more that we need to shift off. Donny as well. You can have Donny for £10 million. There's some really good deals there. Yeah. Have a look. Come into the shop and have a look and see what we're selling. Some top players there.
We'll do buy one get one free on players if you want.
Yeah, right, well. Yeah. Are there any? Just whilst we're speaking about that kind of list of players, are there any players at all who are for sale or we'd listen to bids who you wouldn't want to go that you've seen on that list?
I saw Sancho with listed offers too. Yeah. I think I'd maybe give him one more season. I'd give him one more.
I was totally towards that selling Sancho, but after yesterday's sprint, I've totally changed my mind.
You're like, keep him! Definitely keep him!
Yeah. Whoa, he's quick! Yeah. Keep him! Keep him at the club. Yeah. I agree.
That was my only problem with Sancho, that he was not being that fast, but yesterday's...
He smoked him. He actually smoked like dust on his boots. I was like, I've never ever seen him run that fast. Why have you only just done it now? Like, we needed that last season, right? But, crazy, absolutely crazy.
I'd give Sancho another season at least. Like if he doesn't cut it this season, then yeah, cut him loose. Like absolutely. Also, why are Saudi? There was a rumor one of the Saudi club coming in for Martial. Is that happening?
I have heard about that.
Like,
I
let's
don't
get
know
that
how concrete
going.
that is. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, like
get that
15, 20 million. Get it in. Honestly,
get
Saudi for these clubs that are just selling players that they don't want is amazing. Like they've bought so many of them. Like Premier League clubs now are just probably directing all their emails and all the traffic and all the transfers just straight to Saudi Arabia. Just don't bother asking anybody else. They'll pay the most. They'll pay the highest wages. Shift them over there.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
absolutely
mental.
Ridiculous. All right, couple of comments, and then
and then we'll do the interactive game where we're going to do name the transfer. Very exciting. So stick around for that.
Shrindi, 10 to 50 million for Eric Bailly, 25 to 30 for Fred. I don't see us getting 30 for Fred, but
I hope we do.
I like it. I'd love to see it. 30 to 40 for Scott McTominay, and then go for Amrabat for 25 to 30. Yeah, that'd be great.
I think Fred's age could be a factor. In the he's already somewhere 30.
29, 30, yeah, something like
that. Yeah, the 20 million is Bailey's wage. Yeah, Aaron's just said that in the chat. Great. Newton Heath, Lancashire and Yorkshire, 1878, green and yellow colours. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of a history lesson.
Working class. Built from the working class.
Bailey had all the attributes to be a great centre-back from Darrington. He did. He was just out of his fucking mind. Just absolutely out
injured,
of his mind.
risky. One of them.
Aaron, I'd swap Bailey for a pack of mini cheddars. The crinkle cut ones, though. So,
Sam, sorry. Didn't you describe Eric Bailly as a risky fart? Was that last year?
No,
like
that
sometimes...
was. I don't think that was me. Was it not me?
I'm sure you said it's kind of a risky. It's like sometimes when you put through and you're like, okay, that was worth it. And sometimes you do it and you're like, oh no,
you shit yourself. Done that. You shit your pants.
Yeah, you shit yourself basically. That's what you get with Bailly.
It could be.
Like,
Could be. Dan is saying giving Donny one more season. I like Donny a lot, but
oh god,
I think
the Donny train is starting off again.
Sharindi, no way Maguire to Saudi. We should swap him for Kane. I can't see that. I'd love that, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Send some of them to the Indian Super League as well. Have the Indian Super League got money, Dan? Have they got money? No?
No.
No? Okay.
Don't need to expand on that.
No.
No, not mate.
If Liverpool get 50 million for Henderson, Fred should be worth more. Yeah, I agree with that. And then Brian Casey, Bay was like Martinez without a filter. I mean, Bay's like Martinez, but more injury prone. So that's pretty much what it is. But that's the comment so far.
Right, we've got 28 of you. How many likes are we on? It's only 10 likes. Am I right in that? Some of you haven't clicked that like button there. Please do that before we get into the interactive game. And subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Yes.
We do these things, talk about some news, have a little bit of a laugh, and then we do some interactive stuff for you guys towards the end. So, also as well, if you want to become a Real Red Ultra member, click the link in the bio or click join button next to the notification bell. We're trying to get up to 22 members so we can do the next kind of draft. Someone to feature on a show with us. So if you want to become a part of the community, about £4 a month, you get exclusive content every single week. Badge next to your name, fun little emojis that you can use. Click that join button, or the link should be in the description as well.
By the way, did you know Julia Roberts is a United fan?
Yes, yeah.
I've just seen all these pictures on the timeline with Sancho and Shaw and Lissandro.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Julia Roberts.
Fair enough.
What are we on? 22, 24, 23, 28? Is that right? We're on 28 likes.
Brian Casey with all the emojis there. Nick, Adam,
love it. Thank you very much. And the next video I'll be dropping, I'll do it tomorrow, and then it'll be dropping at some point during the week. So as always, you'll get a video.
Yeah.
Do not worry about that. Right. Are we ready to go?
Yeah. Brian said Neil Patrick Harris is a United fan too, apparently. There you
Interesting.
go. Pet cried over this. What, he cried over Julia Roberts?
Yeah, I saw that. He's like, United is a better club because Julia Roberts watches them. I saw all that. That was last season, that.
PS in the chat. Guardiola knew he's managing a small club when he mentioned in press conference he was sad Julia Roberts went to Old Trafford and not the Etihad. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Excuse me. Right. Are we ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so name the transfer. We're just going to basically do... they're all Manchester United, whether they parted from him or joined him. What is this first transfer? If you know it, let us know. And then we'll leave the chat as usual, yes?
What's the club, first of all?
I can't give it away. I don't
know what the fucking club is.
I can give it away. It's mold. Molder.
Oh,
sorry, not mold.
Okay,
Mold's what you have on your fucking mold.
I know what it. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Okay.
Dan,
Let the chat.
you know what it is?
I can guess, but I'm not sure. I can become a laughing stock if I'm wrong. I prefer not to.
Okay, that's fine. Sam, do you think you know what it is? Should we go straight through this one?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yeah.
Ole. Oi. Certainly is.
The chat have got it right. Aaron's got it right. Brian's got it right. Scoreboard. Dan Arrington. Gray. PS. Yeah, everybody's got it. Everybody's got it right.
£1.5 million.
Could we have had Haaland for like £4 million from Molde?
Yeah, exactly. And now we're signing in another kind of Scandinavia. Like, let me just. Scandinavia, is that they could like Sweden, Norway, Denmark? Is that right? Yeah. So we're going to sign another Scandinavian. 20 years later, Rasmus Højlund. Seems to like
50 million.
Oh yeah, that's the market in it. Fucking it's inflated, isn't it? To be fair. Okay. Next up.
Monaco to United, 7.8 million.
Yes. Who do we think it is? Any guesses? Let's see if anyone gets this in the chat. Dan, do you have any clue?
Did we got Falcao for free, right?
Yeah, he was on loan, Falcao. No one's got it in the chat so far, which is surprising.
Martial?
Nope.
Where did we got Martial?
Martial was like 35 million we paid, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Ballon d'Or clause, all that jazz.
Ballon d'Or.
It's a tough one. I like it. This is a tough one for people to get. We was actually talking about him the other day, funnily enough. Do we know?
Can you guess the year?
2006, I think it was. Remember off the top of my head. Sam, your mic's on mute.
It's going to be a goalkeeper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what it is.
Anyone else? No one's got it in the chat yet.
No one's got it in the chat.
Wow.
No, Shrindi, you're wrong. Okay,
not Falcao. No,
okay, Aaron's got it. Got it.
Yeah. Aaron Gregory has got it. Correct. It is
Fabian Barthez.
Fabian Barthez. I was actually speaking about him the other day, so I thought I'd bang him on. From Monaco for 7.5. 7.8, is it? Yeah, 7.8 or 9. I'm not sure. 7 million.
7.8. 7.8.
Yeah. Fabian Barthez. Next up, this one's a bit more of a difficult one.
Oh, fuck's sake.
No, that's the same one.
It's not the same one. No, that was just showing it for the 7.8.
Yeah. Next up.
Oh, God, who's this club?
So this was more, I think, 2011-ish, I think, somewhere around that kind of area. Maybe a little bit earlier. Defender.
Rojo?
Nope.
What's the club name?
Vitesse. So it's where Ten Hag's on missing out play for, I think.
So it's a Dutch team, Vitesse.
Dutch team. Okay. Yes. A couple of people got it right in the chat.
While I guess, I've hidden the chat, so I don't know what's in the chat in a minute.
Okay.
Oh, I have no idea. No fucking clue. That one.
It is Alexander Butner.
Oh, you bastard.
Yes. But no, it was a hard one.
That was tough.
It was a hard one.
Aaron Gregory got it right. Brian Casey got it right. PS got it wrong. Dan Everton got it right. Yeah. So a couple of people got it right.
Doing okay. Keep the chat hidden, lads, if you've got it up. Right, next up. You're obviously going to know this badge, right?
Yes.
Wait for it.
Yes. Why are you singing
Lazio.
the MJF theme song?
It's just stuck in my head. Manchester United to Lazio. Yeah. This was back in the day. Not too long ago, but like early 2000s, was it?
That's why I was confused. Like the moment when I started watching football, we never spent we have never got this much amount. I mean, for a
sold the player for that amount.
Other than Lukaku.
Yeah. Is it real? Okay, so PS says Vitesse is pronounced as Wetess.
Witess.
Witess. Okay, thank you for that pronunciation.
Are you from?
Not Ints.
Are you from Netherlands? PS, just so we know. Like, it'd be interesting.
Hey, yeah, he's straight on it. PS, straight on it.
Has PS got it right?
Yeah, PS has got it right.
What? Are we talking treble era for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know then. I know it is.
We just said Vitesse has got it right. Or PS has got it right. So you're gonna know, aren't you?
No, you said Vitesse has got it right. PS has got it right. No, I didn't. I said is PS from the Netherlands.
Right. Okay.
Because he was he was saying the Vitesse is pronounced Witesse. So I was like, is he from the Netherlands?
Well, it is Yapstam,
okay.
Of course. Most people have got it right in the chat. A great shout for Veron, because obviously the Lazio link, I understand it. But no, it is Yapstam. 2 more to go. Now, this one should be easier, and then the last one's quite hard. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. I've got this one.
Yeah. Who do we think? Dan?
Beckham?
Yo. Nope. Not Beckham.
Not for 15 million, Dan.
No. Test your knowledge of Real Madrid here.
Aaron should know this one.
Yeah, straight off the bat.
He's gonna make him very upset. He's gonna make Aaron very upset, this one.
Yeah. Get your tissues ready, Aaron, and not for the reason you're thinking.
Did Guti play for us?
No. Think about players from United who went to Real Madrid. Like, yes. Striker.
Aaron's just put, I don't even need to comment.
Yeah, Aaron doesn't need to comment. Aaron's favourite striker.
Yeah.
Come on, Dan. You got it. See your head. Ruud
van Nistelrooy.
Ruud van Nistelrooy. Yeah, and then you remember and you'll be like, oh, fucking hell, shit, what that. Ruud van Nistelrooy from Manchester United. You don't think that seems quite cheap, though?
Yeah, Gray's just said in the chat 15 million. He's upset about
15 million.
It. That is
crazy, isn't it?
For the guy.
And that was Euros as well, I think.
For the striker, he was as well. 15 million euros. Like,
mental, isn't it?
Insane.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a contractual situation.
So we were bad in selling from those.
Oh yeah. We've been bad at selling for a while, mate, for a long time.
I think the only time we've actually made a decent sale was Ronaldo, and I still think that was cheap for what we sold him for. So.
Yeah. Last one. We ready?
There we go. I know
so
this.
That badge.
I know this one.
QPR.
I know this one.
So who did United sell to QPR for? I can't see the screen. Is it like
3.1 million.
3.1 million. But it might not be the obvious one that people are thinking.
Oh, if it's not the obvious one, then I know what the other one is.
Well, there's a couple of obvious ones.
There's two that I know of.
Yeah.
So
it's one of them two
that
you're thinking.
Is it one of those brothers? I mean, the Rafael and Fabio?
No. But you're not far. You're not too far away.
That was the less obvious one, wasn't it?
I think Fabio played for QPR, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think, and then Rafael went to the French league. But no, it's a midfielder. A very under.
Did Park Ji-sung went there?
Yes.
Yes, Dan.
Yes.
Well done.
Park Ji-sung, very underappreciated player, very underrated.
I was gonna.
Part 3 lungs, we called him, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I was gonna guess Rio or Park. That's one of the two.
My first guess would have been Rio Ferdinand, to be fair. But yeah, that is Guess the Transfer. If you've enjoyed it, a very quick one, much easier to do. Let us know in the comment section. Also, if you have any other recommendations, there's stuff that you guys like watching on YouTube and, it's something you're in, let us know and we'll look into it. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
We're open for content ideas. Go on.
Breaking news. Borussia Dortmund closing in deal for Marcel Sabitzer. Verge of deal being reached with clubs with Bayern. Deal will cost 19 million euros.
Dortmund going for Sabitzer?
Yeah, 19 million euros. Man United. Man United decided not to proceed with Sabitzer talks.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm happy about that, to be honest with you. I didn't really rate him when he came. He had the odd game. He had a good game, I think, against Everton and Sevilla in the first squad too, didn't he? Against Sevilla. Yeah. And everyone was like, "Oh my God, sign him! He's the best player ever." Blah, blah, blah. But no, I was never that convinced on him, to be honest with you. He's all right, but it wouldn't add much to our squad, to be honest. We've got talented youngsters.
I think if it was a case of him versus Kobbie Mainoo, I would rather have give Kobbie Mainoo the opportunity.
Yeah. And I think Mounts are far better for our system.
Amrabat as well. I think Amrabat's better as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think even if he comes to United, still he wouldn't have got any chance to play. With Eriksen also now on the bench and Mason Mount there, so like he will not get a chance. But I like the player because from the previous clubs what he used to be. But now I think with Manchester United it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Since we've got like 3 minutes till like we're done the hour, should we just take a couple of questions? Since we can round it up on the hour. So yeah, chat, get your questions in, ask us a couple of questions. Don't have to be football related, could be anything. You can ask me and Nick about Oppenheimer if you want, because we have very contrasting views on it. So, have you seen it yet, Dan?
No.
Have you not seen it yet? Okay. Are you a big film buff, Dan? Do you like film?
I'm just...
I'm not a direct fan of watching films, but I like watching sports related stuff.
Okay.
And maybe related to space.
Yeah. Sci-fi.
Have you seen Interstellar, Dan?
Yeah.
Very good film. Very, very good film.
Great.
Also the Martian.
Sorry, Dan.
Martian.
The Martian. Oh, Martian. With Matt Damon. Yeah, it's a good film. I like that film.
Yeah.
Not seen it.
Yeah. Where'd you get your hat, Sam? Collusion. ASOS. Like £6. Very cheap. So it's nice. It's a good brand as well. Nick's got ASOS stuff. It's a decent brand. Did you watch UFC London? Yeah, absolutely ridiculous result.
Aspinall straight down a pipe.
1-2 combo, and he's fucking done. Loved it. And he's from Manchester as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Manchester. So.
Yeah. Salford. Literally where we live.
Nice. Salford. I like it.
Yeah.
Lumen saying, who's your favourite Bollywood actress? I couldn't name one. Dan, do you want to take that question?
No, I don't watch Bollywood.
Don't watch Bollywood. Okay, fair enough.
If he's in the chat, he can answer.
Okay, fair enough. Interstellar, top film. Martian, top film. Absolutely. Interstellar's top 5 or top 10. Yeah,
unbelievable. And the score in that as well.
Yeah. Hans Zimmer.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Top
Have you guys tried Karak Chai? Karak Chai, Dan? You know what that is?
Yeah, it's like Karak Chai means strong tea.
Okay, cool.
Sam will be all over that.
I love that. Give me that. I'm happy with that.
I'm more coffee. I like my coffee.
That's why I was having at the start of the show.
Oh, Karak Chai. Very nice. Yeah. I like it.
Nice.
Who's your favourite actress in general? Ooh.
Matthew McConaughey.
Actress, not actor.
Joaquin. Oh, I was going to say Joaquin Phoenix as well. Actress. Ooh, good question.
Rabiot's mother.
Veronica
Rabiot. I like Amy Adams. No, the redhead who played Lois Lane, and she's in Arrival and stuff like that. She's very good.
That's a very niche shout. I like that.
Aaron, Aaron, I know why she comes to mind, but she's not exactly a good actress, is she?
I can't see the chat, so
Megan Fox. Megan Fox, you said.
Yeah, very good on the eye.
Yeah,
very good on the eye.
Gray saying Jodie Foster. Yeah, Jodie Foster is very good. Silence of the Lambs and stuff, absolutely fantastic.
I like Lily James.
She's
and
good.
Also for other reasons than acting reasons as well.
Lumen, what are your plans to grow your channel? Trying to get more guests on the channel, like people like Laurie Whitwell, Kieran Maguire, Jay from Stretford Paddock, trying to get guests, bigger, better guests. And then we're trying to expand to try and do some more videos outside Old Trafford, try and get some interviews. Try and get into the United space like all these other fan channels and up the content and just get better every week. Nick, anything else you wanted to?
There's a lot of ideas floating in my head what I'd love to do with this channel. But the dreams, you see everybody out in pre-season tour now, doing America, and they've got their own studios and stuff like that. So hopefully, and I believe we'll get to that point at some point, obviously. But we can only do it with the help of you guys. So continue to like the video, continue to subscribe.
Yep.
And we appreciate every single one who's in the chat, always interacting and stuff. It means more than you know. So appreciate it.
Last comment from Henry there. Mainoo has got everything to be special. Didn't realise 105 million bag of rice was played, and he's got to assist. He's got lots of good mentors, Casemiro experience, and Rash through the academy. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. He's there. And then Gray with the really nice comment. Nick, you will one day, pal. So there you go.
We will one day, hopefully. Praying, but yeah. We've certainly put in the work, so.
Yeah.
I was watching the game, when I was watching Mainoo playing, the 3 words that came into my mind was like Kobbie the Mainoo.
Kobbie
Nice.
the Mainoo. I like it. I
I'm
like
down
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Down with that.
Yeah. I ended the show yesterday, I think it was, with a comment on one of the TikTok videos. And I'm going to repeat that quote because I think it was very fitting because we was talking about Avram Glazer before. And he said the Glazers basically are a family of billionaires who would kill each other for a penny on the floor. And that still sits today. That is like the perfect description of him. And I might have even have that written on my wall there until they fuck off, basically. Because, yeah, it's a perfect quote. We never had a better quote than that. So yeah, appreciate you guys. You know what the score is right now. Let me just pull it up. You know, everybody get the capybaras in, all you members.
Yeah.
If you want to,
let's give him an opportunity to get the capybara in. Everybody get the capybaras in.
You know the script. And when we do start putting out merch, someone's asking about ideas for the channel and stuff. When we do start putting out merch, we've got an idea for the capybara.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to become iconic. We're going to take it around the world. It's just me. 2 years' time, look back at this video. We'll be in America with an inflatable capybara interviewing Eric Ten Hag. Don't worry about it.
Hand him a capybara cap. Like, just give him a capybara. Can you imagine?
That's the dream.
Do you know when he picked up the green and gold scarf walking off the pitch? Can you imagine if someone paps him with a capybara cap?
Throws him a capybara. It's a dream, mate. I'm telling you. It's a fucking dream.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. If you'd like to become a part of the Capybara family, please click the join button.
I've got a name. The Capybara Crew.
Capybara Crew, yeah.
There you
If
go.
you want to become a part of that, it's a very, very exclusive club. But if you want to become a part of that, click the link in the bio or the join button next to the notification bell and receive your exclusive content as well next week. Join the community.
Amy, fellas come to San Francisco, do a show in our backyard. Love to, Amy. I would absolutely. If we get to that point, I'll hold you to it. We will come do that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Where's that, Mick? Let's do it.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Dan, you've had this in your head all day, mate. Thank you for coming on. This one's for you.
It's so ridiculous.
Love it.
Peace, everyone.
Love it. Adios.